his eyes. Hear the pipes then, they'll be stupefied. Ducks categorizes as hard cries. That's a lie, we know why we're occupiers. The blurs but obscure style, and these are higher. Profiles are low as soon as we go. As a pretty straight from a deeper shade of soul. Deeper shade of soul. Deeper shade of soul. Deeper shade of soul. Pop soul, play the head roll. Excite the middle between the two poles. The globe rotates from new to old. UDS take both to reach the souls. Narrow mind cries, suckers still holding the poles to what we bore and floor. And when we come close to the contrary, they pinch their earlobes. They call it road rock, but it's a deeper shade of soul. Soul, deeper shade of soul, deeper shade of soul, deeper shade of soul. We blend everything with a color of skin. Under the skin, we're in like Flint. Ducks stare at us soon as innovate the frame of thought they are in. Again, music's got to do with only feeling. It's not where you're from, it's can they yielding. The stuff we rock and that we are given. A piece of the mind connects with rhythm. Deeper shade of soul. Deeper shade of soul. Deeper shade of soul. The rest deeper shade of soul. Let the muscles relax. What I say. The rest. What I say. What I say. Alright. 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 Deeper shade of soul. The deeper shade of soul. A deeper shade of soul. A deeper shade of soul.
Essa foi pro André Salazar.
Shines again, man. Flying passing through. Move to the right. Yeah, hear me? Massive. Jumping up a set like green until you get some money and fame. Jumping up a set like green until you get some money and fame. Jumping up a set like green until you get some money and fame. Jumping up a set like green until you watch out. It's gonna be a weeping, gonna be a wailing, gonna be a national team. Well, some of them are run to the rock for rescue, but there'll be no relief. Well, some of them are jokes and some of them are watch and some of them are mass and beat. Oh yeah, burning speed, they what you know me like it, name make with weight. You know we all things at one. But so it's not go sweet, but time and again never answer. Whatever I do when me come up cheap. Whenever you yet forget that silent river run deep. Watch out. Some of them are set like green until you get some money. trouble every day, but still never call her name. Never done away the scene of the crime, but still never want get the blame. Never ever yet tell a life when a man so me not get frame. All them a think for the set up on a time, but still not play them game. The least they can think as a man get big bucks, the fuck could bring down shame. I might figure out what the plot was about and program all the I forget about hyped up game sour. Trouble never set like green until you get some money and fame. Trouble never set like green until you get some money and come again, man. Trouble never set like green until you get some money and fame. Trouble never set like green until you make a little money and fame. Trouble never set like green until you make some money and fame. Trouble never set like green until you make some money and trouble never set like green until you make some money and fame. Trouble never set like green until you get some money and fame. Every day ain't get about a bed and go look for trouble. No, if him not dead, him in a jail, and if I not jail, him cripple. Him bad friend, them no know him again. In cheap and fall and stumble. It's like back in the scripture days when king was there as a able. No other man need buck up the devil. To himself, yo, but them never know agony. I'm a big red apple from the day them touch the tree. Alive, they would away they a struggle. David and Goliath, but one another in a battle. But David killed Goliath with a slingshot and a pebble. Jesus Christ, son of Jah, very wise and gentle. Him mother Mary and the father Joseph, them have him in a stable. He take a donkey apple and them thrown it in a cradle. He go up strong and turn a big man and found the 12 disciple. I run out every Philistine, come out the Jah temple. You walk on the sea of Galilee and make the wicked chill. And that is why me show the eye, it's better be humble. The skylar wild and a good profile in this here concrete jungle. Let's put away man, let's put away man's bridging your physical cause. Trouble never set like rain until you get a little money and fame. Trouble never set like rain until a man get a little money and fame. Trouble never set like rain until you get some money and fame. Trouble never set like rain until you trouble never set like rain until you get a little money and fame. Trouble never set like rain until you get a little money and fame. Trouble never set like rain until you get a little money and fame. Trouble never set like rain until you get a little money and fame. It's gonna be a waiting, gonna be a waiting, gonna be a nation of pain. Well, some of them are run to the rock for rescue, but they'll be no relief. Well, some of them are tricks and some of them are watching, some of them are mass on a plate. Burn this flame, make a tune on me like a hit name. Make way wait, to the way all things are going, but about look, make way wait. Me say they feel that they get me out of the from now, so it not go sweet. Well, time when I get never answer, what am I gonna do when me come off street? Hey you, never you yet forget that silent river running. Watch out, you never set like green until you get some money and fame. You never set like green until you get a little money and fame. You never set like green until you get some money and fame. You never set like green until you flash it. You never set like green until you get some money and fame. You never set like green until you get some money and fame. You never set like green until you get some money and fame. You never set like green until you get some money and fame.
Now this one is dedicated to the people all over. Remember the words of the crucial entertainer. When I say I do not sip the coke, I only smoke the centimila. I do not sip the coke, I only smoke. I do not sip the coke, I only smoke. I do not sip the coke, I only smoke. I do not sip the coke, I only smoke. Without a doubt, I am the boss, and in my class I am the teacher. If music is a fruit of life, then I will be a reaper. If MC business was a school, then I would be headmaster. If a car, I'd be the driver. For bike, I'd be the rider. If MC business was a church, Pato would be the vicar. And instead of calling me MC, you all would call me preacher. But fun and joke aside, I want to get serious in this and dedicate this style to each and every cocaine dealer. I do not sip the coke, I only smoke. I do not sip the coke, I only smoke. I do not sip the coke, I only smoke. Now I go sip the coke, I only smoke. In February 1985, Pato became a winner because I did that tune called Hello Tosh. In February 1985, Pato became a winner because I did that tune called Hello Tosh. It shooted up the charts and nearly gave my mama failure. She looked at me and said, "Son, me glad me grow you proper. I sound like you with Bill pride and joy of any mother. Don't make the pain get to your head, just think about your future." Soldiers of encouragement just made me push on further to break down any walls and also break through any barrier. I got a lot of guys who is my manager. Fashion help me cross the border. I also got a lot of aid from good sense Mila. That's why I do not snort the coke, I only burn the ganja. I do not sip the coke, I only smoke. I do not sip the coke, I only smoke. I do not sip the coke, I only smoke.
I do not sip the coke, I only smoke sensimilla.
Bass, continue, bass.
One day I had to catch a train from Birmingham to London. Halfway on my journey was approached by this white ruffian with greasy hair and scruffy jeans. He looked just like a villain. He sat down opposite me with a tenance in his right hand. But I don't judge appearance, I just check the way you go along. So I introduced myself to him as Mr. Potter Banton. Nice to meet you, my name's Rowdy, and I work with PA. I've heard the name someplace before, but I just can't remember. But anyway, I'm very, very, very glad to meet ya. And I've got some dope, it's just got coke, kicking up this for a fiver. I looked down on the table and saw a piece of silver paper. Inside the silver paper was some powder that looked like flour. Now ask him, what it do for you? It gives you strength and power. Not everyone I wanted to hear the way that Roddy answered. When Mr. Papa Banton, the sensation is fine. It makes me see green men and I go to cloud nine. All my worries and problems are left miles behind. So no matter where I am, I have a brilliant time. If you don't believe me, hold on and I'll fix you. Just take one sniff of this and you'll be out of your mind. But I took the coke and threw it right outside the carriage window. Before he could say a word, I quickly built up a 5-sheeter. With a flash and then to Roddy passed it over. I could see that he was loving it because of his expression. But tell him this is sense of the healing of the nation. In some place doctors use it for herbal medication. Ronald Reagan smoked it just before him go up on television. After Margaret Thatcher visit him, she brings him back to England, then distributes it equally throughout the House of Commons. But fun and joke aside, it gives me deep, deep meditation. It fills my heart with niceness and I get enough inspiration. You could be any color, any creed or any nation. After smoking sensimilla, I know you'll find a reason why I do not sip the coke, I only smoke. I do not sip the coke, I only smoke. Nah, I go sip no coke, I only smoke. I do not sip the coke, I only smoke sensimilla. I do not sip the coke, I only smoke sensimilla. I do not sip the coke.
See, I remember where I'm from. I remember where I'm from. I remember where I'm from. Sounds of last place, a big jam. I remember where I'm from. Now where we all began. In a rock steady from just a young man. It started with a song, yeah. And it came to an end with so long, so long. And someone reached me with a helping hand to spread the vibration. It was the sweet motivation. Said I remember where I'm from. I remember where I'm from. I remember where I'm from. Strictly from the sounds of black bass and big drum. I remember where I'm from, yeah. I spent too much time working towards a little time. And all I wanted to do was pick up the mic before time flew. But I couldn't really go the little low. I never felt too stressed, instead I insisted that I keep my head high. Said I remember where I'm from. I remember where I'm from. I remember where I'm from. Strictly from the sounds of black bass and big drum. I remember where I'm from, yeah. So many thanks for getting me out. I'll remember you for a long, long while. Cause you put a smile on that poor boy's face. Feeling happy that we ever touched base. Give an opportunity to me, yeah. Give an opportunity to me. You changed my way, but I'm still the same. Yes, I'm still the same. Cause I remember where I'm from, yeah. Said I remember where I'm from. I remember where I'm from. Strictly from the sounds of large bass and big drum. I remember where I'm from, yeah. Said I remember where I'm from. I remember where I'm from. I remember where I'm from. Strictly from the sounds of large bass and big drum. I remember where I'm from, yeah. thousands, hundreds, and tens. Only they could lead the world to peace and prosperity. Well, well, now, see them fake leaders. Now let me explain it real quick, 'cause the system full of them tricks, and there is something you just can't miss. No matter what you think you're fighting for, to make rich those who profit from war. Look what they're doing to us people. Only they could lead the world of and unity. Yeah. Hey, now I have seen where we will be and what's good for all of humanity. Not ruled by doctrines of supremacy or ideologies of bigotry. Some people live in their burdens, and some people live behind their walls. Some people taken for granted, some people taken advantage of. Now we will have to lead the world to love and unity. Yeah, we will have to lead right now, y'all.